and welcome back to D&D Reviews. I'm the daughter.
And I'm the dad.
And grab some popcorn because today we are talking about The Long Way, which we saw last weekend. So go watch it, come back for our thoughts because we're going to be spoiling. What did you think of this?
Right, okay, The Long War. I read the book a long time ago and I really liked the book. But though the differences weren't huge, I didn't like this film as much.
Yeah, you never do.
Yeah,
You never really like...
I might be a book snob.
In fact, you should start reviewing books over movies.
I do like books.
Because, he read a lot of books and it's always annoying that if we see a movie that was a book first, it's always, well, I don't like it as much as the book, or it's not like the book. But I feel like you should enjoy stuff separate. You shouldn't have it like... We had this discussion when we were reviewing The Conjuring, which is like, oh, I don't like this because the real life stuff that happened. It's like, well, just see it as its own separate thing. You don't have to like...
But I don't like it as much as its own separate thing. Because, right, okay, again, it's in the book, but this is like the most massive event of the calendar arranged by the government where like 99 people will lay down their lives and one person will live and they'll be granted any of their wishes. And basically they have like 100 armed vehicles around them covering it. And it's like a huge, huge event, and it becomes less in this. It becomes like a couple of like armoured personnel carriers and a few soldiers, and it doesn't seem as big a deal as it does in the book. It's like this massive thing, but it's like sprung on society. This is your chance. As a young man with no work available to you or anything like that, you can go on the long walk and you can save your family and your friends and everybody because you'll make all these huge amounts of money. And I don't know. It didn't seem as important in this.
Yeah, I've never read the book. I did enjoy this movie. I was actually very excited when they announced it because they announced a few Stephen King movies, as they always do. Every year there's a Stephen King, like either a remake or just an original. Because The Running Man and this was announced at the same time.
Yeah, and they're both Bachman books.
So I was very excited.
So they're both like a bit separate
for this, and I do enjoy. It's Francis Lawrence, the director, who made the Hunger Game movies, which does feel very...
Did he make that one we went?
Yeah,
that was a good
Songbirds,
film. I like that.
Which does feel very similar to this, where it's like...
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like young, dystopian...
Yeah, but where's the glamour in it?
Well, I mean, if you really think Hunger Games is glamour, they literally pick 2 kids from every district to fight to death.
Yeah, but they're kind of like...
That's not fun. And
they do.
This feels very like that, where it's like only one can remain kind of thing. Like,
you only see the competition in this.
It feels very similar, and that's... Yeah, it's good. I like the Hunger Game movies, and I didn't know that he directed this until a few weeks ago. It basically is... Yes, the cast... David Jonsson plays Peter, who was in Alien Romulus last year, which we saw and enjoyed.
I don't remember.
And basically, the main... Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Curly, the character, is played by Roman Griffith Davis, who was in Jojo Rabbit. Do you remember Jojo Rabbit?
I do remember Jojo Rabbit. Have you ever seen Jojo Rabbit? Then?
Played Jojo.
Played the boy?
The boy, yeah.
Okay.
Because he's like 18 now, he's like 13 then. So that's...
Wow, it's just usually... Wow, okay. I wouldn't have known.
Interesting.
They're pretty like somber roles, they are, both of them.
And then...
Because Curly don't live to tell a tale, does it?
And then, the main character, Ray, played by Cooper Hoffman, who is Philip Seymour Hoffman's son.
Really? Who died?
Yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman died, when did he die?
He died of some massive drug overdose.
2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York. Yeah, weird. I didn't know that this was his. For some reason, they said it was a famous... They said Cooper Hoffman playing Ray. It was like...
And this is the
they said Cooper Hoffman who's playing Ray is a famous person, a famous guy, like son. And I for some reason thought it was Dustin Hoffman's kid.
Yeah, so Hoffman, but yeah.
But no, it was Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
And that is who's he playing in this film?
Ray Garrett.
Ray's playing Garrett. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's David Jonsson.
Yeah.
It says where plays.
Oh, I can't read it. My bad. I saw it. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Anyway.
So Ray Garrett.
Yeah, and then Mark Hamill was playing the Major, which feels very unlike Mark. He's very obviously like a leading guy. Plays good guys usually, so it is weird to see him play like the main villain of this movie. But he did a good job, and I didn't even know it was him, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't like the fact that he didn't shave.
Okay.
Well, no, because to me, right. To me, in this, the the people, the army has laid down the law on the land. You know, we don't really know this, but we know enough that, so they've set up this competition to keep young men quiet. That you can take part in this competition, you can win a ton of money, you can look after your family forever, it'd be amazing. But you have to be brave, because that's why he kind of rocks up and he goes, I respect each and every one of you, blah, blah, blah. But he never has a shave. And I'm like, have a shave, will you, for fuck's sake, you know. This isn't military enough.
Is that seriously the reason you didn't like?
I like the film. Look, I'm only picking at small things. Yeah. I'm only picking at small things. But there's little things like that, because I'm comparing it to the book again, you know what I mean? And he's like the sunglasses and everything. He rolls up in sunglasses, and to me, he should be standing there. He should be like clean shaven. You go, Jesus, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and he's just had a shave. And you go, well, that's because he's putting on a show, because he's tricking you all. That would tell me that. But he doesn't. He kind of pulls up on you. It was like, yeah, we just find this old wino lying in the gutter. There you go. So is that wrong, I mean?
No, it's just like... No, I mean, it's not...
But, I mean, that's just how I felt about... I mean, like... Other people feel different ways. You liked it a lot.
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed. Yeah, I really like the concept of this. I think it's such...
That's what I always like.
I think it's like an original concept, and I really like...
The constant walking.
Yeah. Walk or die. Yeah, I think that's a really good kind of original idea that is very interesting. And it's so funny because we've had this conversation so many times, but I always thought that they would chain together like every time we always talk about it. Do you remember we always talk about this?
Yeah.
Because of that one, basically Mr. Nightmare, who's a YouTube channel who does horror stories, he did one once that was about hazing to get into fraternities.
Right.
And there's one time they had to do, there's a horror story someone wrote where basically they were getting hazed, and what it was is that there was like 10 guys who were all tied together like by their arms, and they were blindfolded, and they had to just be walked along the beach forever, and like to see how long they would do it until the lead guy was like, yeah, well, welcome to like Osega Mega or whatever. And at some point this guy realised that he started to feel water around his like ankles, and it was like, that feels really weird. And basically he ended up being able to shimmy out and get his blindfold off. And what it was really freaky. It was just a random person that was leading him into the water by the rope. Person. And he realised at some point he got cut off from the rest of the group and that he was just being led. And yeah, it was really... Anyway, because of that, whenever I think of The Long Walk, I always think that they're like chained together like that. But they're not, they're just like walking. But you're right, you had the idea of like, well then if one falls, they're just carrying this person.
You just go on. They just go on and on.
But
there was more.
I like... Somebody wrote something that I thought was interesting, that a lot of these characters have pieces of like they can bring whatever they want, I guess, but they have like memorabilia with them. Like
the missing fathers, aren't
one guy is writing a book about a long walk. Someone else has a camera, and it's like someone wrote that. They thought that stuff was in the movie because it's like a big thing, but it just gets left behind. It's not important. Like, they don't go back for that guy's camera. They don't go back for this guy's like notepad.
It's just wait.
It's just like it's gone. And yeah, I thought that was interesting because it's like people said that this book and movie is very reminiscent or supposed to be about like Vietnam War and like how you leave your guys behind, you don't go back for them. Like if someone's dead out there on the line, you don't go back for them. It's kind of.
I think it was written around the sort of time of that.
Yes, 1979 book.
Yeah. So I mean, what America pulled out in 1973, and then Vietnam fell in 1975.
But also, yeah, like somebody else mentioned, the people, you get sick or that they go delirious and they go crazy. Like some of these guys go crazy and, like they kind of take their own life at the end. Like, one literally does. But then...
they give up.
But then one guy who, like, grabs the gun and and shoots the... shoots one of the, like, workers, I guess.
One of the soldiers who's watching.
Or they run off and they know they're going to get shot and like they still try and it's like they go crazy. And Coleman, a really sad death for him because he goes crazy and he basically goes back for sad scene where he gets shot up and then he's all like, I did it wrong, like that was sad.
But I think they're like
I don't know, but it's such a hard thing to imagine yourself in because obviously you can't make friends with them, but then you also don't want to be like super outsider, because it's like
you want someone to hold your hand as they shoot you.
Well, it's like what's the name of the guy who
shooty guy? No,
what was the name of the Barkovich, who basically like antagonizes another boy.
And then he's going, it's not my fault.
He's not my fault. I didn't mean to kill that guy. Like because what happens is they kind of like fight. He antagonizes him, and then this guy falls, and then he can't get back up. He can't get back up. He can't get back on time, and but it's like he's the outsider because at the end when there's only like 6 of them left, he goes to Ray like, hey, look, can you tell the others that I'm like in the group? Can you tell them? He's like, yeah, I'll go tell Pete. Like, I'll go tell. Yeah. And now like you want to be like with the rest of us, and it's like he goes crazy. He's like starts to go crazy because obviously they're just walking like there's no stops. Which I said to you is so funny. There was some theaters, I don't know where they did this. I don't think it was in the UK, but where they basically had, instead of seats, they had treadmills and people had to walk like the whole time and they couldn't stop, otherwise they get taken out of the movie. Which I would hate, but I
would have to leave.
I think that's funny how like on brand it is. Which is, it's kind of funny. But I think
walk until you die. Because I think because I watch it, I fancy myself.
Yeah, you said you could win.
I feel like I would do. But I mean, if I was up against a load of guys who were 20,
I said this. I was like, I think what I would do is just if I knew I got accepted every single day, I would just be out there walking until I couldn't walk anymore, like not stopping and just practicing, being like, how long do I go this time? How long do I go this time? I think I would be okay up until the hill part. Because you're so tired already because that's where they lose most of the guys anyway. Most of them get shot on the hill.
Yeah, they do in the book.
Well, they do in the movie as well. And
in the movie they do. Yeah.
And they do. They all like fail at that part.
Because you go to like 14 or something.
They all fail at that part, and it's like that's the part that I would fail at. I think.
Yeah, but when you're walking uphill, you lean forward.
Yeah, but you can't. Not at that part.
It's over your feet. Yeah, so your head pulls you forward. What you do?
But they just couldn't. Like they wouldn't be able to because they're so.
Well, and they deserve.
They're so tired.
They are tired,
What I thought was so funny is that there's a part where it's like it's bright out, and then Ray starts like going like this, falling asleep, and then imagines his mum, and then he wakes up, and it's like dark, and Pete's like, "Yeah, you've been in and out of it for hours," and it's like, just do that then. I would just do that because it's your body still walking.
Until they shoot you, and you go, or you live, and you go, what? Am I one?
I won. Your body's still walking, even though you're
at the right. Well, it's like they changed the. It was 4 miles an hour in the book. I thought it was.
Yes,
they changed it to 3 miles an hour because people can't really walk at 4. Repeatedly, but you think, what does it matter?
I wish that they just had no. I wish that it was like you walk at any pace and then if you die.
No, I don't know because then people are like it.
Yeah, you're still gonna have to walk hundreds of miles.
Yeah, but the other people are like hundreds of miles in front of you.
Yeah.
You got to walk at a certain.
Yeah, that's true.
Reasonable pace.
That's true.
Got to step on.
What I found was weird is that they get like 2 strikes if they go under. They don't get back. It was like specifics, like you fall under 3 miles per hour, but then if you don't start walking 3 miles per hour in 5 seconds, you get another warning. But after like 3 hours, you get all your warnings like strike.
It takes you an hour to get them back,
which I thought was kind of interesting. Like, it's kind of nice. Like they give them free water and food, and then like they get rid of their strike. Like it's like they're not as hard. No, they're not as they've entered this though. These boys have. It's like they're not forced. It's not like they were drafted into this. They voluntarily entered it.
They deserve to be. I don't know. It's like Rollerball. If you ever see the film Rollerball made at the same time. Where people are kind of controlled by big pharma, or big whatever.
What?
People who control you.
What are you saying? What's your point? People who control you. Yeah, I do enjoy, and I guess there's like issues. The ending is a bit weird, where he kind of just Pete walks off after shooting the Major. Someone even said it. So what happened at the end? Pete takes the gun and kills the Major, and then he walks off. But there was no one around.
Allowed to do that.
Yeah, and there was no one around him when he left. Did he die at some point? And this was in his head. If so, when did he die? Did he finish the walk? Did he kill the Major? I don't know if I'm supposed to be up for interpretation. If I missed something, and someone says, I think it's definitely supposed to be left up to interpretation.
I think it's his wish, isn't it? He's allowed to do it.
Yeah, but no one's at the end. I think that's what they're saying, is that Pete, after he kills the Major, he walked off. No one, like the crowd or the other like people that were working with the Major, no one's there. So it's like, what happened?
Well, you know the bit in it where the guy goes, the Major's my dad.
Yeah.
He tells them the story about how his Major took him to the long walk a couple of years before, and it was like 40 people deep at the end. He couldn't get near. People were being crushed to death. 27 people crushed to death. Blah blah blah. It was this like amazing thing. It's this huge, big deal. So it didn't get enough of a big deal coverage on this program, on this film.
I think it's interesting. Somebody did mention that, which I think could be true, which is that was it 1 man per state, 49 walkers, which led me wondering why he was not included based on his past stories.
There are 50
of the
walkers.
USA. No, there's 49.
There's 49 including you.
The roll call ended at 49, apparently. 49 boys. So it's like, oh yeah, maybe it is 1 man per state, because they do mention, I know in the book it's like 100 boys, I think you said, but I think that is interesting, because they do talk to Ray a lot, like, oh, this is your home state. It's just like they are all kind of...
Well, there should be one there every year, surely, but he's the first one from...
Maybe this is its new...
New England in donkey's
Well,
years.
no, it would be Maine, because New England's like 7 states in 1. So it would be Maine. But realistically, it doesn't say where it's set.
They're walking through that area, though, aren't they? In general.
But, yeah, it's... a few different changes, but it's kind of what it is. And Stephen King was an EP on this, produced this movie, so I guess he was like into it.
I'm interested to see the Running Man because they've already done that.
Yeah, yes, it's like this is the first ever.
Is this like the way it's meant to be, or is this the way? Or is it going to be a follow-up version of the original film?
Yeah, it is very exciting times. Anyway, comment down below what you guys. What do you think the Rotten Tomatoes is?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's going to be 85 on People.
Okay.
And I think it'll be 70 on...
85 on People, and then 89 on Craig.
Wow, even more on Craig. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know a good film when I see one.
Yeah, you don't really. You always, 40% of Honey Don't, and you're like, that's great, and then 90 on that, and you're like... I don't know, I think that you just can't compare it to, but you can't be annoyed that it's not like the book, and that's why you don't like it. You have to just take it as its own personal thing. Because, even Stephen King is a fan, and he's the author of the book. I don't know. I haven't read the book. But, it's not that bad. I don't think it's, I don't know. You can have your own opinion.
Yeah.
And if you didn't like it, but I feel like if you didn't like it just because it's not like the book, that's not a valid reason. You have to.
Yeah, I think I expected it to be like the book.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
Yeah, it is. What's the differences there? There's no big differences.
Aren't they?
What, that they're 4 miles per hour instead of 3 miles per hour? You would think that's a huge difference.
No, not so much that.
Or that. I mean, yeah, they've taken some stuff out.
It's like
dialogue and stuff.
Yeah, I don't remember Ray Garrity doing that holding back business at the end.
Yeah, well, he wins in the book. Ray wins, Pete dies. So obviously he wouldn't have done that, but they changed it a little bit. But what I didn't like was his whole dad thing. What I thought during the movie was like, oh, I think it's going to be funny. I bet what it's going to be is that Ray's dad won the long walk, back in the day. Yeah. Or 2 long walks ago, his dad won, and that's why he wants to do it. But no, what it is that his dad broke the law and then died in front of him. The major shot the dad. Because obviously this takes place in a dystopian thing, so you can get shot for your crimes, I guess. But yeah, I thought that was kind of random. Didn't really add anything. But I mean, it did obviously add it because the whole thing was that he wants to shoot the major. In the end, Pete wins and shoots the major for him. So I guess it does add something. But I wish that the dad was innocent because his dad did break the law and get killed. So.
Yeah, such as it was then.
So anyway, comment down below what you guys thought of the movie. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So, also, yeah, we have social medias now. So if you guys want to go follow us down there, all the links will be down below. And I've also put a link to the other reviews that we've done and the website. We have a website as well, so you guys can go check that all out if you would be so inclined. And yeah, comment down below what you guys thought of the movie. We enjoyed. Well, I enjoyed.
Well, I liked it. I liked it well enough.
All of a sudden, you liked it.
Well enough. Well enough.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening, and see you in another review. Bye.
Bye.